Hey guys, Lizardlea here for Imagine Day 2. So there is Day 1. Ah. I'm a little out of sorts today. I woke up, I grabbed my phone, and I started going to the bathroom. And I was like halfway there when I was like, I can't see. So I turned around and I put my glasses on. I normally put my glasses on before I grab my phone, so I just... So yeah, I think I got enough sleep, but I left my glasses behind, so I don't know. Don't trust me today.
We finished Kim Possible! And it's really weird. So in my memory, I had seen probably at least a season worth of episodes, so 20. And then watching it, I only recognized 4, maybe 5 episodes. I was super, super familiar with the 2 for Camp One-A-Week, right? Camp One-A-Week? So I was I've definitely seen those multiple times. So maybe that's what it is. It's just the ones that I saw over and over and over again. I remembered the episode with Shigo's brothers. And I in particular remembered their villain. And it had to have been that episode because that's the only time he ever showed up.
Yes.
And Rufus was my favorite character.
Shocking.
I think when I was younger, I think Ron was my favorite. Which, yeah, Ron was probably my second favorite still.
Yes.
Okay, I'm talking too much. You do your spiel.
For Kim, okay. It was a Disney show that got 4 seasons when Disney shows never get 4 seasons.
Well, I thought it got 3. It
got
a movie that
and then they brought it back.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, it was a very good Disney show that's about a girl in high school and her friend, and it's just very wacky-ish. It's from the same, I don't know, DNA as Phineas and Ferb and all that, where, we're having fun with the idea that this girl's basically a student cheerleader who also is a quasi superhero. I mean, she doesn't have any superpowers.
She sometimes does. The way how high she can jump.
I mean, yeah.
And she's not on springs or anything. Yeah, no.
No, that's
gymnasts get that height on the floor of a gym where it's springy, and it helps.
Springy.
Yes. I know because I've been on that floor. I've done gymnastics. The floor was where I competed. So. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, either way, and she does this with the help of Wade, a young, super genius,
yeah.
Hacker kid, and then Ron Stoppable, her best friend since kindergarten, I think, who is intermittently useful.
Yeah, it was really frustrating how he knew Monkey Fu when the show wanted him to remember it.
The show is aware of this.
Yeah, and they pointed that out in the 4th season, and they seem to do that a lot in the 4th. Was it? I thought it was the 4th season.
It was definitely the 2nd and 3rd, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They started becoming
it got really frustrating because he was competent when the show wanted him to be.
Yes.
And he was not when they did not want him to be.
Also, yes. Although, to be fair, I feel like they did a better job of toning that down in the final season. He's a little, outside of the first 2 episodes maybe, which are, bad, but he's much more consistently competent in those 2 seasons.
Him losing his pants constantly quickly just became irritating to me. It wasn't funny anymore.
I have nothing to say to that other than, other people disagree, so...
That's the thing. It felt like he was more competent than they were making him, so it was just very frustrating.
Sorry.
That's okay.
No, yeah, so either way,
I mean, I like the show. I don't regret watching it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to rewatch it, ever. It's not good enough for that.
I would rewatch certain... I'd probably watch season 3 and 4 in the movie, no problem. If people wanted to for some reason. I wouldn't seek it out. It wouldn't be my choice, but this is the second time I've seen the whole thing. The first season's rougher than I remember. It's, they don't find their footing for a while. And then the second season is better, but still not all the good stuff I remember is from the later seasons. it's one of those. But it's still good, and it's fun, and it's self-aware. Like, you know, the whole, like, did I forget your birthday?
That's
like,
literally what I was about to quote.
Yeah.
Why
We
are
both
you
were.
mad at me? Yeah, Draken and Shigo were great.
Yeah, and they're a great part of that show. And they, like, again, in season 2, they start to understand that better. Because I feel like at the beginning, they're not sure if they're going to go, like, is this show taking itself seriously or not? How campy is it? And then they just go, no, none of this is to be taken seriously. We're done here. Let's just have fun. And then it gets a lot better.
The voice acting was spectacular. Like, I feel like all the people that showed up did a good job regularly.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about it, but yeah, it's all good.
I mean, like, my only complaint with that was there were clearly, or at least clearly to me, scenes where they were like, okay, we need to speed this up. You know, we only have 20 minutes, or less than that, actually, and we did too much animation, so we need to speed it up. And so they sped up the voice, too. Like, they didn't just have the person come in and speak faster, they just sped it up. I pointed them out, and you agreed with me that it felt like they were going way too quickly. And
I thought that only happened once to my memory, though.
it happened twice. It happened once in, like, the first season, and then it happened again in the last season.
Oh, okay. But, yeah,
It was super weird. It just took me out, because I was like, why are you... What?
Yeah.
Like, no. It was just weird.
So, yeah, lo and behold, the show is fun. It has a host of colorful characters. The villains are Draken and Shigo, Draken being the super genius and Shigo being the mercenary henchman sidekick. I don't know what Shigo...
I know she didn't like being called sidekick.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, she made a big point about that, but I don't know if she ever clarified what she would prefer to be called. But either way, she is probably the one competent person in the universe.
Oh yeah, she was able to rule it.
Yes.
That's how competent she is.
Yeah, and she's pretty evil. Like, even for a show where, like, obviously you start getting attached to these characters because, like, again, it's not taking itself super seriously, and they're charmingly incompetent and whatnot. She is possibly the most, like, willing to just, like, yes, we're going to destroy the world, hooray! Like, okay.
Oh yeah,
It's not like some weird misunderstanding or evil pays better. It's, no, I enjoy the evil.
Mm-hmm.
And then Draken is the incompetent supervillain that she works for, who just is not very good at it. And again, they sort of they play that straight, I feel, early on, which is to its detriment, because it's kind of like, oh, she beat the bad guy by figuring out the explodey button, and by the end of it, it's just sort of making fun of him and having fun with it.
I mean, two of my favorite scenes, or you know what, 3, were all with Draken.
Yeah.
Where he was like, you know, did I forget your birthday?
Yeah.
Hilarious. I loved it. I loved him in the very final episode, where it was like, he finally does something right, and it's to save the world.
Yeah.
And, oh my god, I lost it. What was the other one? Oh my god.
I don't know. What was the other one?
I don't remember.
You didn't tell me.
I had it.
You
What
did,
was the
didn't
other one? Oh well. It exists. that third one.
We'll get it in a minute.
It's
maybe.
there.
But yeah, no, I mean, the show, like, Shigo and Draken are easily some of the best part of the show. There's also Senior Senior and Senior Senior Junior. Or Senior Senior Senior.
Senor Senior Junior.
Senior 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 and Senior Senior Junior. Yes,
Yes.
there we go. And they are the overly rich, have nothing better to do, so why not do evil group? And they're fun. And it's just like, again, it's that sort of wacky Disney nonsense, especially from that era, that just had good writing behind it. So just a lot of stupid jokes that just managed to land right, and a lot of stupid ideas that have no reason to be as good as they are. My best friend's favorite episode is The Mather, which is an entire episode of basically nothing but math puns, which is pretty much what he aspires to become. And, you know, that's why we watched the show, but I was like, you know what, you've never seen all of it, we might as well do the whole thing, you know? So...
You know, I feel like every time he summarizes why we watched it to people, it's always that he made me watch it, or like it was his decision. And I was like, no, I'd be interested. And then we watched it. And I realized Kim can be one of the most vapid people in the world. And it drove me batty.
She is shallow.
She is very shallow. Sometimes. Like, she regressed in the final season. And that really made me angry because, like, she finally got some character development. And then, oh no, we need her to be vapid and want designer clothing again. Like, really? Really? I hate that. I hated that. Oh my god, what was the other scene with Dragon? Like, this is killing me!
As this is killing you.
Oh my gosh!
The other fun part of it, though, to me, is just that they do some good writing. Like, they also do... Like, the whole family is kind of wacky. The whole, interactions between them.
The tweebs.
Yes, and then getting to find out that, Draken is the ex-friend of,
of your
Of
dad.
her dad and whatnot, and... Possible is a very common name. No, it isn't.
Anything's possible for a possible.
Yeah.
The mom was a brain surgeon, and the kids would walk in on her in the hospital doing brain surgery, and they'd talk, and
She's
it just...
very good at brain surgery.
The kids would never be allowed in. Like, that hospital would get sued.
Yes.
They would 110%.
They also would not be able to build
and they would
rockets at
deserve
home.
it. What?
They also would not be able to build rockets at home. Like, I mean, there's, a couple of things here where they're not tracking real hard.
The tweens were supposed to be geniuses. I can accept that they could build the stuff they did because they were geniuses.
I see.
It wasn't a matter of, like, HIPAA and cleanliness.
Cleanliness?
Dude, they were not scrubbed when they walked into that surgery room.
Yes, but you said cleanliness.
Yes.
Cleanliness.
Oh, cleanliness, whatever. Cleanliness is next to godliness? That sounds wrong.
Cleanliness is next to godliness?
See, that sounds right. I'm crazy.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I'm crazy. I literally
Please
just
comment
said
below
I'm crazy.
on how you pronounce this.
C-L-E-A-N. Clean. L-I-N-E-S-S. See, I can't do spelling bees. Oh my god, what was the other scene with Dragon?
What was the scene he was in?
I'm, like, so angry with myself right now. I don't know, what were some of your favorite scenes?
Obviously, I agree that Did I Forget Your Birthday is great.
That was so
He's
good.
just completely like, I don't know what I've done wrong, please stop.
He curled up into a ball, and he was just like, did I forget your birthday?
You liked all the sweet shipping stuff.
Yeah, I was very surprised when they got together before the 4th season. And they were together the entire 4th season.
Yeah.
I thought it was like they get together at the very end. Like,
Yeah.
I thought the movie was
that's the thing is that, yes, it was, but then it wasn't, yeah.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, is like in a lot of shows, when you ship some characters really hard, if they get together, they're going to break up pretty soon after that, and then be flirty so that you can still, I ship them. Because, like, what was it? I haven't seen it, but How I Met Your Mother. People were so surprised when Allison Hannigan's character and what's-his-name were together from the very beginning.
Yes.
Because in most shows, look at Friends.
Yeah.
A lot of characters don't get together until very close to the end.
Yes.
Because they want to keep you, like, coming back for more.
Yes.
As soon as you get, they're together, that's the end, you're done.
Yeah, and what was the one I watched? Because someone recommended it, and I was like, this is bad, but I'll leave it on while I do. Castle. It was Castle. Castle had that problem.
Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, because I like Nathan Fillion, and I'm like, oh, so this is literally just shipping romance drama, but whatever, I can watch some Castle, and then they got married, I think, and then there were seasons after that, and I just went, this show is not that good, and I have no idea how they're going to keep this going, and I'm sure it's going to be by pulling those tropes, so I'm going to just nope out here, because I'm good, we're good, that was an experience that occurred that I was there for, I don't need to see any more of this. But yeah, of the characters, or of the nonsense they did, gosh, I do like Higo. Oh, I love Mr. Barkin, especially once they figure out like how he's supposed to be.
No, once they figure out his hair color.
That too, yes.
It changed like 4 times. It was insane.
This is a treat. But yeah, Barkin's great.
Dude, when he starts freaking out, and he's like, what was it? When they were in Smarty Mart, and he found that raft, and he's just going through all the Junk? Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, Barkin has a lot of good scenes. His voice actor is tremendous.
Oh,
Like I was saying before.
absolutely.
He's in Venture Brothers.
I don't know Venture Brothers.
Yes,
his
you do.
voice. Oh, I thought you were pulling it up.
Go Team Venture.
I haven't seen
I know,
Venture Brothers.
You've
that
heard
means
it in
nothing
the
to me.
background, though.
But his voice was familiar. There were a lot of voices that were very familiar.
Really?
Yeah. We pointed out a bunch of them when it happened. Like that one episode with the NSYNC characters.
Well, because it was two of them were NSYNC members.
Yes. But then the other two, or at least there were at least two of them that were not NSYNC members that were familiar. Like one of them was like Kid Flash or whatever.
Oh yeah. That's the kid in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the kid. No, I don't know who that is. I don't know. I can't.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. There were people. We'd heard them before. It is sort of a shame that like there wasn't more to the show because it's a good show. It just doesn't. Like it could have kept going is I guess what you could say. Like they obviously had a lot of clever ideas and maybe that's because they didn't keep it going that those stuck so well. What?
You know what? Literally looking at him, I recognize him.
Who?
The guy who voiced Barton or the
Yeah, the teacher.
Barkin. There we go. Oh my God, he was Krunk. We already knew that. We figured that out. See, I told you I recognized his voice.
Yeah, but we already established you recognized his voice. We were looking for other voices we recognized.
No, we didn't say what I recognized
I
him from. We only said
misunderstood.
that you recognized him from Venture Brothers, which meant nothing to me.
Because Venture Brothers is great.
Emperor's New Groove is better.
It is emphatically not.
No.
I like Emperor's New Groove.
I love Emperor's New Groove.
It's a great movie.
Cusco is the best Disney princess. Prove me wrong in the comments below.
Yeah.
He's actually not my favorite Disney princess, but he's great.
He's not, but he is.
He's not my favorite. Belle and Rapunzel are my favorite, but...
Fair. But yeah, no, gosh. I'm trying to remember what the other stuff was. There was the movie's actually quite fun.
The movie was good, yeah.
Silly and stupid, but it's, fun. Like, almost every time I'm, like, thinking of, like, what scenes are, it's like, it's a Shigo Draken stupid moment. Like, the last two episodes are great because Draken saves the day, but not because he saves the day, but just because of, like...
He has the perfect plan to save the day.
Not only that, but just, like, everyone dealing with Draken in that environment, like, how he's got the stupid flower and...
Oh my God, those petals, that was great.
Yeah. It was pretty good, yeah. Is there another one that I'm forgetting?
I still can't remember the other Draken scene. What if I can Google, like, best Draken scenes, if anything will come up?
Oh, I'm sure there's a ton of things that will come up. It was obviously popular because it was just silly enough, and yet it still actually bothered to, like, care about its characters. I know one person who was upset that Ron got his act together in the final season.
Really? Why?
Yeah, because their take was that they liked the show because Ron was a dork, but he still got, the girl and everything.
I mean, he was still a dork by the end of it.
But he's also the running back, like he suddenly just, I'm no longer a dork, I'm the popular kid because I'm the star running back and I'm doing all these great things.
I mean, I feel like he wasn't really popular even
at
the
kind
end.
of agree.
Like...
I didn't always agree with that. I just thought I'd mention it because I thought it was an interesting take on the whole thing. There's a lot you could say about it. Like, the show is clearly not perfect, but it's quite a bit better than almost anything else I've ever watched. And especially when the writers are just having fun with their characters and doing nonsense. There's the Smarty Mart guy, which was fun. He's basically a Jeff Bezos type. And completely lunatic.
Yeah. You're gonna be the life coach for my son.
Yeah.
That episode was fun at times and annoying at times. Like, that kid being like, fight the man! Fight the power! It was just like, really?
That was kind of the point,
I know, but it was still frustrating. Like, I wanted to strangle him. Like, he released all the animals, which, like, yeah, okay, save the animals, except these have all been domesticated. If you let them out, they're all gonna get hit by cars, and they're going to die. You're not saving them. You're ruining their lives. You're ending their lives.
Generally, yes. But fair enough. A little heavy for the Disney cartoon show that, you know...
This is a cross-stitch channel where we discuss terrible, horrible things.
To be fair, I try to steer us away from that, even though I'm the one, like, introducing you to all the terrible, horrible things.
That's true. That's true.
We could segue into what you've experienced so far of Gundam Wing.
Wow. Gundam Wing. So, the main character, Hiro, he has a scene where there's this girl trying to invite him to her birthday party.
The main love interest, mind you.
She hands him... I mean, you don't know for sure if that's what she is at the moment, but, you know, it's like, what, the second episode? First episode.
Strong opening.
She hands him the invitation for her birthday party. He grabs it. He looks at it. He rips it in two. She's bawling at this point because, you know, he's not going to her birthday party, and 14-year-olds just can't accept that.
Rich 14-year-olds at that.
Mm-hmm. He reaches his hand out. He wipes her tear away, and he flings it away, like aggressively flings it away.
Full arm extension fling.
Yes, it's insane. And then he stomps away like
Okay.
like 3 feet, and then he whips his head around, and he's like, "I'll kill you." And he points at him. Does he do like a gun with his hand?
He's walking past her, and they're like, you know, she's looking this way, and he's looking that way. He's like, "I'll kill you," and then he walks away.
Oh, I thought he dramatically turned back to her.
No.
Oh. Well, I'm trying to make it a better scene. So
that was
just,
your first mistake.
I'll kill you, and then he just stomps off, and she's just crying and upset. And later, what's her name? Helena? Relena is like, "Hiro, come and kill me, Hiro!" And she's, you know, shouting for him, and it's just embarrassing. Like, I was also stupid when I was 14. But if a boy did that to me, he was not on my radar anymore. Or at least not on the positive radar. And she's just obsessed with him now.
Yeah.
And she actively wants him to kill her.
No, not really. She just wants to, it's really bad tropey writing, but...
It's terrible, and I hate it.
Yeah. But it's bad enough to be enjoyable, especially with the really bad dub.
Dude, there's one dude's voice.
We can't keep a straight face.
Oh my god, he's like... Yeah, he talks like this! Or no, it's not. It's so bad. I just...
No!
Yeah, like
closer to that.
He's like a mad scientist or something.
We can't go there.
It's so terrible. But his death scene.
So terrible.
He's sitting on this chair. And this girl just punts him
No,
out
not
of the
punts
plane.
him. Pulls a lever.
Oh, I thought she opened it and then kicked him out.
Maybe she... No, I think the entire floor is, like, falls out from under him.
Okay, so he falls out, and he falls out of the chair as he's falling through the sky. And they're high enough up that he is going to die from this height. But then she pulls out her gun, and she headshots him.
As he's falling to the earth.
You know, hundreds of feet away. To make sure that the impact on the floor, if it doesn't kill him, the gunshot to the head will.
It's very
And I was actually, like, I hated his character, but I was also like, but keep that voice actor. Like, bring him back. That was funny. He's the best part of the show. Because he's funny.
It does help to alleviate some of the trickier moments of the show.
God, it's so bad. Like, it's so bad.
I mean, yes, but also maybe no?
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's bad.
Clearly it's well-written dialogue.
I'll kill you.
The best part is it's not even like translation error issues or anything, it's just
Oh no, they're just that dramatic.
Yeah.
Trained to be an assassin from childhood. Now I'm a moody 14-year-old.
What a brilliant plan. Who should pilot our super mechs that we're gonna sneak into the enemy place to...
Bratty teenagers.
Yeah, let's send 14-year-olds.
Oh my god. Power Rangers.
Yeah. with attitude.
Teenagers with attitude was what he said.
Yeah. He was very specific about his request, which I've always struck, even as a child, that struck me as a weird request. I'm like, why would you want kids with attitude? Like, aren't they just going to be difficult? Like,
but they never were. They were all, at least in the American one, in Power Rangers, they were all good students who cared about others and wanted the best for the world.
Yeah. But, you know, he requested teenagers with attitude, and I guess Alpha was like, okay, translator's not working. Let me just... I'm gonna pick these ones. The good kids, yeah, those.
I mean, you can have an attitude and be a good person.
You can.
I feel like some of them had attitude.
Nah, I know, but just like that's a very odd directive to give your underling and then just hope he figures it out. I feel like there were more bad outcomes from that than good ones.
Was it just Alpha? What was his name?
Alpha 5.
Alpha 5, there we go.
Regis escaped. Find me teenagers with attitude.
He was a robot, like...
Who? Alpha?
Alpha.
Yeah, but he's not the one making the request. Zordon was a head in the jar. He should have known better.
He knows exactly how to interpret Zordon.
Because he's a robot?
Yes.
That seems unfair.
It was fair. Alpha 5 was great.
He usually was.
Ay.
Okay.
Oh my god. Your pixel guy holding a sword makes me think of Alpha 5. They have the same head.
Okay, he's got one of those.
Yeah, he's got a hat. He's got a samurai hat. But, like, he looks like Alpha 5. He's got the same coloring, too. Red and gold.
Yes.
You're
gonna go with yes.
You have Alpha 5 holding a sword on the wall.
Welcome to the Cross Stitch channel. It's all cross stitch all the time.
All the time. That's
Also,
all
sometimes observations.
And crochet.
Crocheting.
Crochet.
Crochet-ta-ta.
You're just making it sound gross.
I'm sorry.
No. Alright, what else do we have to talk about? Because we've got like 15 more minutes of talking time.
Oof. Yeah, like Kim Possible's good. It's not 15 more minutes good. Gosh, I don't know.
Oh, wait, Gundam Wing.
Yeah, Gundam Wing. That's got 15 minutes worth of quality.
Wu Fei is a disgusting pig. There we go.
Well, you seem to forget the scene where he decides to yell at a bunch of wolves for being weaklings.
Yeah, and then he's like, I hate fighting weaklings. It leaves me
empty.
Wanting or empty. Yeah, it was so weird.
They're just so edgy, Liz. You can't understand their pain.
Oh my god. And then Troa is in a circus act.
Yep.
With a girl who throws knives. And she's like, just stand there. She starts throwing them. She's like, well, at least try to look a little scared, Troa. And then she truly looks into his eyes. Jesus from 20 feet away. Truly looks into them. And she's like, oh my god, he's not scared of death. He wants to die. And then that flusters her. And she throws 3 at once. And they show a side angle where it looks like she threw the knife into his forehead. And then it flips to the other side, and you see that she cut him on the cheek. And he doesn't even flinch. And then he bows, and he's got blood running down his cheek. And as a viewer, I would have been like, wow, she sucks. Like, she cut him. She's not good at her job.
2 stars. Would not recommend. Food was okay.
That's why they got
Show was mediocre. Cut performer on face.
Yeah, that is unacceptable. Like, if I were pulled, like, from the crowd to do that, I mean, I would never. But, no, unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Like, I don't remember what it was for, but in Spain, we went to this big performance. It wasn't a circus or anything like that.
Was the rain mainland the plane? I've just always wanted to know.
We're moving on. So...
But it was a good question. So Judy Dench
gets on her broom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So... There was an act on stage, it was like comical and magic and whatnot. And they made it clear, like, they were going to be doing a sword or a knife throwing thing. And they went to go get someone from the audience. And I was like, oh man, if they try and pick me, I'm just going to kick and scream and cry. Because, no, I don't want to potentially die here. And they get this old guy. And I was like, alright, I don't have to die today. I don't want to see him.
He's lived his life.
I don't want to see him die, but at least I'm not gonna die.
I'll watch someone die, but I'll leave if I have to die.
I was getting scared. They blindfolded him, and so, you know, they put him up against the board, and the guy looks like he's about to start throwing him, and then he, like, slowly inches forward, and he just thunks him into the wood next to the guy, so he jumps, and we all start laughing. And I don't know if the guy realized that this is what was happening, and that's why people were giggling, or if it was like a nervous energy from the crowd. I don't know if he ever knew that that's what was happening, or if he believed the guy threw it from, like, 20 feet away.
Did he come with someone else?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm sure someone in the crowd told him later, like, yeah, it was great. They faked you out, hun. But I was like, you're not picking me. I'm not going up there.
I won't die today.
No.
I will leave your show.
And I'm not even gonna get a cut on my cheek, because I don't work with incompetent people. Let's see.
The show's a little gay.
Yeah. What's his name? Katra. So weird. He has this, like, violin music off with Troa and a flute, and literally,
it's a jam session.
I was like they first show Katra.
I just said it.
I know, but it looks like Quatre. Like, I want to call him Four. Maybe that's what I'll call him Four. So Four is playing the violin, and I was like, wow.
You Four, come here.
Yes. So I'm just like, wow, this is gay. Because Troa's just standing there watching him awkwardly. Because Troa has no emotions. It's super weird. I mean, none of them really do, except for Four. And maybe Wu Fei.
Duo.
Oh, yes, Duo. You're right. Duo has emotions. We haven't gotten to him yet, though. So then that's when Troa pulls out the flute, and I was like, wow, this got even more gay. Like...
It's a flute. Violin off.
Yeah, it was just gay. Duo, I'm convinced, is going to be my favorite, but he has shown to be a complete idiot so far. Like, Hiro's Gundam gets messed up, and Duo's like, yeah, I can help you out, bro. And Hiro's just like, no, I don't need your help. I can do this myself. And Duo's like, yeah, sure, you idiot. And he walks away, and he has left his Gundam in the hangar with Hiro and his messed up Gundam. And he's really surprised the next day when Hiro fixed his personal Gundam using Duo's stuff. So Duo's Gundam has been messed up. And I was just sitting there like, dude, literally the moment you left the hangar and you left your Gundam there, I told you that was going to happen.
But to be fair, he's 14. He might be stupid.
Oh, they're all very stupid. They are definitely stunted. Emotionally. Mentally.
Generally.
Yeah.
They're kind of short, too.
Yeah. For a 14-year-old, that's not that bad. I feel like we're forgetting someone.
I mean, you haven't... There's Wu Fei. There's 5.
I said Wu Fei.
Wu Fei,
I said
Hiro.
4.
Duo.
I did Troa.
Yeah.
Huo.
Huo?
I made them one person. Hiro and Duo.
Beware of Huo! Huo!
They are a very popular pairing, so I don't know what their... Hiro and Duo. I don't know what their ship name is, but if it's Huo, I called it. On accident.
I think it predates that stuff. I don't know how old that stuff is. Are ship names like a thing that were around when we were in school?
Yeah, I think no. All the ones I can think of, it would be the person's name X the other person's name.
Brangelina.
Yeah.
Benefit.
But couple names happened before that. I know that for sure. At least in the fanfiction world. Okay, that was, we still have, like...
Time?
10 minutes? No, less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes.
But we still have a lot of time to talk. There's a unicorn on screen, you guys.
What kind of unicorn?
There are kinds of unicorns?
I don't know. Are there?
They're not real. Like What?
Aren't they?
It's a white one. It doesn't have wings.
It's an unwinged unicorn?
Yes.
So it's not a Pegasus.
No.
That would be a different thing. That's not a unicorn.
Well, no. I've seen a lot of depictions where it has a horn and wings, and I'm just like, what is that?
A unicorn?
A pegahorn?
I feel like once you're
Pegacorn?
at Pegasus, you can already add wings if necessary.
Wait, so it's a unicorn with wings?
I don't know at this point.
Or is it a Pegasus with a horn? Or is it a pegahorn? Pegacorn. Unicorn. Pegacorn.
What kind of corn do you like?
Corn on the cob! Oh god, this deteriorated so quickly, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm sure everyone has muted us by now. What have you always wanted to talk about on this channel, but you were worried people would listen?
I don't
Although
think
be
that's
careful,
ever
your
been a
mom
huge
might
concern.
listen. What?
I don't think that's ever been a huge concern
Yeah,
of mine.
True.
I mean, I've done my best to make sure you don't get, YouTube auto-botted, and other than that, I don't...
I mean, you've cussed a couple times and I've had to bleep you out.
Yes, but I've recovered.
But I've also cussed a couple times and I've had to bleep myself out, so...
Yeah, it's not my fault that you swear.
If you get me heated, it is your fault. Yes, you're very handsome.
I see. Well, no, you did like an arm wave for heated, so I was like, what does that... Is that a
Yeah,
part?
like I'm heated in an argument. Roar.
Okay, I see.
But you're also very handsome, so yes, I'm gonna fan myself. You're so hot.
I see.
Love you.
Love you more.
Love you the most.
Yeah, I don't know. This all started with Kim Possible. I think we've covered most of what you've seen from Gundam Wing. Explain the plot! Tell me what's going on!
So, there is an organization called Oz. I don't know what they do, but they're called Oz. And then there are people that are going after Oz. And there are pacifists. And they just got blowed up.
And shot people?
What?
They're not pacifists.
No! The people on the plane that Hito just chopped the plane in half, those were pacifists.
Oh, those pacifists.
Yes!
Yeah, those ones.
They're dead now.
Yeah, they're dead
Hito
now.
killed them, and Wu Fei was like, we were tricked. Buh.
Accurate.
I mean, like, it's so stupid that they can hear and understand one another when they're in their Gundams, but they feel the need to open up the chest cavity on their Gundam and step out so they can see one another in person. Like, that is an important factor. It's really not. But 4 did it, and then Troa followed with his arms up. And 4 was like, dude, you don't need to put your arms up. I surrendered first. But he wasn't really surrendering. He was kind of just like, yeah, man, I don't think we need to fight.
I
then-
wish the internet could have seen you do that. Unfortunately, they cannot. It
You
is
just have
a
to
tragedy.
remember.
There's a lot of hand motion for that. That's all you need to know. Imagine as you wish. It's probably not as good as reality, though. It would be hard for it to be.
You need to find something else to talk about.
Do I now?
Yes.
But it's your turn.
You need to I just rambled.
You rambled about
It's your
what?
turn to ramble for like 3 minutes.
Why do I have to ramble?
Because.
I'm not a rambling man.
That's a good song, though.
That's a song?
You're joking.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Am I?
you are.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
How sure are you?
Completely sure, actually.
That's unfortunate.
You don't know Rambling Man?
I know Rambling Man. It was
See?
a joke.
I told
You fell
you.
for it.
I win.
Yes. That was unfortunate. Let's see. What have we talked about? Or what have we done recently? We haven't done a lot. That's part... Well, we've been doing, like, real-life adulting things. We've not been doing, like, oh, let's watch a bunch of TV things. So that's lame.
July in particular was really rough because so many family members had birthdays.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't end. And then friends had birthdays.
Yes.
It again just wouldn't end.
Everyone had the birth.
Ugh. July. Ugh.
July. We watched the Super Eye Patch Wolf thing. I showed you more games. We're gonna maybe play some games that will be co-op.
Yeah.
That'll be an
I
experience.
want to play some co-op games.
I'm pretty sure. Let's see.
Wow, you don't gotta sound so negative.
I'm not being negative. I'm just aware of the options that I currently have in that realm, and they're not ideal.
He's being negative, you guys. He thinks I'm gonna ruin our game because I suck at video games. He doesn't.
No, I think you're going to be miserable. Well, not miserable. I think you're going to not like some of them because they're hard.
Well, if I die, can you carry on?
Yeah.
Well, then there we go.
Okay. I guess that's good. Because Gloomhaven, I think you'll like, but it's kind of a D&D thing.
Oh my god, I love D&D. Why would you say that is a bad thing?
Because it's hard. I mean, we can turn on the difficulty, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
And then Terraria's not too bad. Terraria's chill.
No, I want to play the D&D game.
Okay.
You've mentioned D&D.
Yeah.
Now I want to play D&D.
Okay, you can...
We haven't played in literally months.
Yes, that's because Remy and Isaac are getting married.
Yeah, this is just unacceptable.
Stop getting married!
No, it's just, you know.
I can't wait to hear that, like, yeah, what do you not do at a wedding or at a wedding reception? Well, you can't wear white, You can't propose to anybody because that would upstage it, And you can't bring all your D&D materials and demand that the bride and groom participate in a game that you've been putting off for months because that would be rude.
Oh my god, I do not have the confidence to do that because everybody at the wedding would be watching me. No.
No?
Mm-mm. Like, people telling me, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna invite a significant other that you've never met makes me like, oh god, this is gonna be horrible. Like, I was worried when Remy was joining us, and I know her, and I was just like, oh god, she's gonna judge me, she's gonna hate me. And then she liked it. Worked out great. But, like, I don't know these people. These people keep just saying that they're gonna invite, and then thankfully don't.
Oh, yeah, we've had it
Huh?
once or twice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was catching up there. I mean, you could... I don't know. You could just... You know, at the reception, there, the wedding's over. Now you can force everyone to play D&D. Do all your voices. Hello!
Hello! Hello! No, it's getting worse. Hello! It's just getting worse.
Hello!
Hello!
At least you've stopped doing the hello!
Hello!
For those of you who would like to know what's going on, we decided to have a who can do the better Robin Williams Mrs. Doubtfire voice off on spontaneous neuron firing. Hello!
Hello!
It's way better.
So bad.
It's much better than
Hello! Oh look, there's quails on screen. Eventually, I'm gonna go over and talk to them a little bit. And then the video is over.
You can flee now!
You could have already fled, it's okay.
We won't judge you.
I won't, that's for sure.
I really want to look over the analytics on this video to see when people, like, it looks like most people gave up 30 seconds in.
Oh, ouch. That's during the intro.
Oh, sorry. Well, after that.
Ouch.
30 seconds after.
Hello. Yes, I'm speaking to you. Nope, they're done. And that is the end of Imagine Day 2. I got 5 hours and 36 minutes of footage. And it's done. How cute is that?
It's so cute.
That's so pretty. You can't even see it, Devoted.
I looked at it.
You couldn't see it.
I could
It
see
was
that.
not angled for you to see it.
There was an angle to see it, just not at a perfect angle. Why are you always so sus of me?
Because I know you did not see it.
But I did see it at an angle. Why don't you believe in angles?
Because it's not the same seeing it like this and seeing it like this.
Well, no. It's still the same.
Do you, though, Devoted? Do you? No, I think I love you the most.
Does not sound like that. It sounds like you're holding back killing me.
It sounds like you're lying to me, and, you know, that's what mean people do.
Nice.
So, I have been thinking of maybe doing all of these, because there's 4 of them. So there's Believe and Dream. And Hope. I just have to decide who to give them to. So my mom wanted Imagine. Maybe I could do like Hope for my sister. Although, I don't know. Like, Believe is cute with the fairies. I like that one. I love Dream. Like, I like the word dream. It has cute little butterflies. And Hope has the really pretty doves. But do any of them have too much of like a religious undertone that people would be like,
No.
no? Okay.
Not that. Otherwise.
I don't know. We'll see. Even if I don't decide who to give them to, I can still just do them. Yeah. So I did the beads, so you can see them on there. That's actually kind of cool looking. You can really see how the colors change. It's pretty. Okay, I'm talking too much. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that jazz. I'll see you guys next video.